I've traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Perdón, Gran Maestro, no, padre, eso.
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
Who is Guthrum meeting here? Is it Alfred?
That's right. The king of the West Saxons has agreed to negotiate.
El
Seems we
maldito que
have
nos
him on
iba
the
a
back
matar
foot.
después de que le hicimos
Guthrum
un
should be
favor.
careful. Alfred speaks with Loki's tongue.
Guthrum is not a babe at teat, Eivor.
Nor is Alfred. If he has come, it is for his own advantage.
Then give us counsel. Stand by Guthrum, show our strength. The king of Hayseeds will soon be humbled, trust me.
Como tú digas, señorita.
We took this town as if it were a straw hall. Do not challenge me, Elf King.
Your show of swagger and strength has my attention, Guthrum. But we agreed on terms. What more do you want?
The crown of Wessex.
Ah, ya me
Wessex
acuerdo
has
que
a
dijiste.
king, and that
Claro.
king has the backing of the Almighty. Yours is a fever dream, Dane.
Vamos a ir pasivamente primero.
Guthrum does not negotiate with oathbreakers, men whose words are only shadows of their faults.
Ah, Eivor. Our blunted tool returns, Lord.
I have given you all I care to. A Danegeld to leave Wareham. You swore an oath upon the cross and that pagan hammer.
And when you scurry back to whatever shit-soaked hovel you crawled from, we will release your men.
Speak again, handmaid, and I will feed your tongue to Eivor's raven.
A fair trade. We already have your cock.
Are we done with this pissing contest? If Guthrum has given you his word, he will honor it. We will leave this town.
You have one day. Do not
Buenas,
test the
Rey,
king's
¿cómo
patience
estás?
further, or
¿Qué
our
me
men will
cuentas?
return to Wareham with
¿Qué
force.
tal la vida?
And if you doubt my conviction, know that the Avon River near Uffentune runs red with the blood of your countrymen. Their commander, what did his men cry as he fell? Ula, Uba? Yes, that was it. Remember, you have taken my silver. In return, I expect your honor. I will await news of your retreat in Chippenham.
Uber dead? It cannot be. Gods, I will tear that Saxon skin from his bones if this is true.
What?
Alfred hisses with a snake tongue.
Mentira.
But he gains nothing from this lie.
When news of this spreads through the camp, no Saxon will survive the day.
You swore upon the cross.
Oh, I have no intention of cowing to that milk sack. Now more than ever, I will take his throne and his head.
In Winchester, Alfred used me as a tool and cast me aside. So let the betrayer be betrayed. We will burn this village to the ground. After that, we take care of Alfred.
Ya tengo que pelear, ¿no? Ya tengo que pelear. Obviamente.
Burn Wareham to the ground! Make it a Saxon pyre! Let vengeance steal your swords!
Están como de nivel alto la huevada. Never mind. La casa y los hilos son inflamables. Eso ya lo sé. Muchas gracias por recordármelo. Gracias.
Leave nothing standing!
La cosa de tengo que...
Fire and
Gracias.
flame! Burn it all!
Time has come for you.
Let vengeance
entonces.
steal your sword!
Ah, ok, ok. Ya me voy a ahogar.
Fire and flame! Burn it all!
Otro. Fallas. Para la vida. Mira, huevón.
not sail our land. It's too late, little man. I'll keep the rat busy. This is our England now.
Bueno,
My blood
¿qué
needs
más?
fire.
Leave nothing standing!
My blood needs fire. After cooling in the sodden field, you'll
Me
burn in
imagino
hell,
que no
traitorous scum.
hay nada
I
que yo
will
pueda robar.
feast on your marrow in Valhalla. Destroy everything! Their roofs to splinters, their bones to dust!
Yo ya que no me entiendo, quemado todo. Ya vi.
Payment for those warriors they have sent to Valhalla!
Me pasé. Mucha fuerza. Y uno más arriba. Ya. Eso debería ser suficiente.
Let vengeance steer your swords! Leave nothing standing!
Bueno, permiso, gracias. Llevarte la cabeza, claro, los pies.
Flame! Burn it all!
Y cuidado con los brazos que te quito de una vez. No le quito los brazos, ¿sabes? Bueno, gracias. Fuera, tú también fuera.
Leave nothing standing!
Quemamos los hilos.
Their prayers go unanswered this day. We should find Soma.
Misión cumplida, recupérate con Soma. Bueno, misión cumplida, ahora hay que recuperarnos con Soma.
Do not lose your nerve!
Cuéntenme.
This place is routed, Soma.
Good work. We leave now. There are forest ruins just east of here, along the road. Come on, men, move!
Every Saxon is eager to meet their maker!
Uf. Llegamos a salvar los cuentos. No, mejor contarlos.
We can rest here a moment. Now, tell me what you know of that breaker of rings. Weak and wretched troll.
Alfred is a wily fox. He appears frail, but draws upon an inner strength. He'll not be easy to oust.
Fury will fuel my army and my claim.
It will not be enough. You must find a weakness.
Yes, that is why I called you here. Do you balk at the opportunity to bury the Saxon king?
I must first hear a plan to balk at.
Alfred spoke of Chippenham, a squat hovel of sheep and peasants.
So why does he go there and not to Winchester? Your scouts must know they're the best in England.
A holiday feast, their Saxon Christ Mass. Alfred will warm his heels by the fire, while Uba lies cold in an English field.
I have called upon my allies to join us in this fight, but I must know where to send them. Is Chippenham our final prize?
It is. But I will need my men for the coming fight as well. The hostages Alfred took. If there is a chance to save them.
We'll not lose more friends today. Where are they held?
A place further ahead through this forest. They call it Hampton Blockade.
Zoma, ride north to the Thames and lead my allies south. They should be gathered by now.
I will.
Gather on the river passing Chippenham. The rest of you set up camp there. I called you Raven Feeder once. At Porchester, you were as hot-headed as Thor. You have become a true leader, Eivor.
There's much to come, Guthrum, before we can rest with meat in our hands and songs in our ears.
I will crush Alfred's skull with my bare hands if Ubba is dead.
We cannot dwell on this, even if it's true.
Capaz no está muerto.
If you want the
Tú
throne,
no
only
le pegas ahorita,
strategy
no le
will
pongas
deliver
ahorita.
it.
Or bloody wrath will steal it.
Encuentra
I
el
will
capaz.
follow
Yo voy en
this
caballo, lo
Alfred and his
siento. Yo no voy a
heels.
ir caminando.
Revenge burns.
Tú juras.
Wise man once told.
Pero se lo estoy tapando. Gracias, me dio las flechas. Aguántalo. Más flechas y la llave. Me tengo que llevar la llave. Entonces, según yo, lo más lógico es que uno venga aquí abajo.
Gods be good to you.
It is hard not to, when you cradle something as fragile as life within your hands. Guthrum,
I told you, Guthrum would leave us here.
Ok. Me imagino que se va por acá, porque faltan algunos. O tal vez no, para que entonces tenga esta abertura. ¿Y estos de aquí qué? No. Entonces vamos para arriba. Ah, por aquí.
are you Guthrum's men?
Aye,
You have
free
my
us and we will fight by your side.
Something interesting on?
Every Saxon who spat at me will die.
You'll have your chance, but don't be foolhardy. Let your steps take you far from here, to our camp near Chippenham.
Thank you, Eivor.
No sé nada.
I need no thanks, Guthrum. Let us speak more when we are safely away.
I told you.
Ya va. Quiero. Voy a deshacerme de. Ok, vamos a subir aquí. Primero que todo. Gracias. 1, 2. Y más flechas, gracias. Pero no pendientes que había abajo. O para que eso salito. Entonces si es abajo, no entendí. Ah. Es un techo falso.
Leave us here to rot.
A ver, Gusto. Bro, ¿qué pasó? Cuéntame, Rey, ¿qué pasó? Ah, tú tranquilo, Rey. No te preocupes. Igual, gracias por asistir. Ah, por el apoyo.
We're safe here. Let us speak, Guthrum. You should join your people at the camp. Even a surprise takes preparation.
Your bravery, your leadership, Eivor. You wear it well. You have grown much since last we spoke.
You judged me fairly, Guthrum. Harsh though your words were. But I do not make the same mistake twice.
How is your brother, Sigurd?
He lives, a changed man. But he is free of Volk's torment. That at least was a deed well done.
Will this all be worth it in the
Exacto.
end?
Ya
Everything
nosotros
we have
somos
done.
Jarl.
Everything we have sacrificed to win this land? Sometimes I dream of soothed black furrowed earth. And blood seeping from seedlings, poisoning our future.
We must believe our way of life will survive. Our fates are woven, but our deeds forge our destiny.
And so to our final battle. We will wait for you at the camp.
Bye, ¿con quién hablo?
Have you brought your mothers with you?
Ah,
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
They came from all over England.
todos nuestros aliados. El obispo este, el este de los hermanos, de la boda esa, Billy, creo que se llama, el rey este, el rey...
I never
o-
thought it possible,
no sé
Eivor,
cómo.
that you would rally
Solo fue creo que la
Saxons and
primera que
Norse
nosotros
under your black feathered banner.
hicimos, con la que
They see the
hicimos,
tyranny of this elf king. He would crush them all under heel
bueno,
and
es
plug their hearts with his god.
con la que
So
hicimos,
what is the plan, Eivor?
When is their feast
cónchale,
day?
A few
Alianza.
nights from now, but their revelry has already begun. We should attack now.
That is unwise. Soldiers pace the paths of the village.
Then the night of the feast, under cover of darkness. That is when we will strike.
Uba will not have died in vain.
We await your
ya, pero si
instructions,
se murió o
Eivor.
no se murió. Repasamos el plan y atacamos. Antes debería hablar con mis aliados. Vamos a hablar primero con los
I'll
aliados.
greet my allies first.
Good. Come find us again when you are ready.
Es un poquito más tedioso,
You
pero...
believe the Saxon lord. Is Uba really dead?
Ok, vamos a hablar
doubt it.
primero con... no sé quién es.
Giedrich, after Rochester. I was not sure you would come again.
I've chosen my side. I would sooner bet a hog than allow Alfred to pillage the land of love.
Guthrum will
Giedrich.
trample Alfred's ambitions like
Yo
weeds
no
in
me
the
acuerdo
dirt.
dónde es
Mercia might
Giedrich.
rise further yet.
Hablando claro, ¿no?
Perhaps I shall one day sit upon the throne of all England. King Giedrich the drunken ass.
I'll raise a cup to that.
I do not doubt it. I have seen those strong
Vamos a
Saxon
saludar a Billy.
hens clucking. Look, you
Que
Saxon bedwetters.
Eivor y Billy
Here
se
is a
acostaron
real
una
warrior.
vez.
Billy, leave these poor boys alone. Their ears are too
Pero,
delicate for the
servidito,
filth you
nadie
pour
más sabe.
in.
Boys is right. This streak of cat piss is barely off his mother's tit. And the Essex boy has hands like a milkmaid.
Ha! Such fiendish ribaldry between you two. You laugh in the face of fear,
Wow,
tweak old man
ese-
Death's beard.
I will do my mother and my lord proud
Elric.
today, Eivor.
No me
Lord
acuerdo quién
knows.
era Elric.
I've not been the best of sons.
Good to see your spirits high. Fight well, my friends.
Ah,
we will
Elric
feast
era
together in
un
victory.
chavo
I do
como
not
un
doubt.
rey o algo
I
así
have
que
seen
necesita nuestra
those
ayuda para
strong
encontrar su
Saxon
verdadero
hens
amor y
clucking
separarse de
round the
su actual
hearth as you
esposa.
farmers play with
Entonces
your
era el hijo
cocks.
del amor de la infancia de
And
ese
you welcome
rey.
you in Colchester
Y
Village.
vainas.
Tefder, it is good to see you.
I gave you my word. Besides, Alfred's faith is strict and he has no love for pagans.
You have changed much from that god-whipped boy. That is good to see.
Tester, ese
And
es
you taught me a
el,
lot, Eivor. Our time together was... Well, it
el
taught me much.
regente en
I'm glad,
donde...
Tifter.
In fact, I composed a poem for the
Bueno, a
occasion.
este man como que
Would you like to
lo
hear
iban a
it?
matar
Later, Tifter. I have many allies to greet before the battle.
y nos
Stay safe
inculparon
and
por
well.
eso
Until then.
y nosotros tuvimos que resolver todo el misterio y vaina.
Better than those sour-lipped thanes.
Vinir, stand tall.
Finner,
Light heart
que
lifts all
este
those
también es
around them.
bastante atrás,
Eivor.
atrás.
Who would not be joyous, raving at your
Este también
side?
es junto con
How do
el
you
que
feel about bringing sorrow
con
to the Saxons on
él
their
también
holy day?
estaba en la
The
zona donde
darkest my
fuimos aliados
mood.
del
I have learned some of the
este
Christ Lord's teachings.
Saxon
He
que se
preaches
casó con una
peace where
vikinga.
our gods delight in battle.
Let their delight be ours then.
Buena historia.
We have many battles to wage before the end.
And I will be beside you for them all. My axe ready and my heart stout.
And she'd welcome you in Colchester, Billy. Better than those sour-lipped thanes who haunt our hall.
Está Brother junto con los alguaciles de
Eivor,
London.
it's good to see
Este no lo
you.
puedo subir a YouTube porque se me perdió.
Erke and Stowe, I released you from your debt, and yet you came.
London is quiet enough, and Stowe here felt the sharp stab of conscience.
Could not let you down, Eivor. It's not what an honorable man does. So here I am, despite my reservations.
And you, brother. I did not think you would be here either.
I have seen to my brother, sent him to Valhalla with grave
Hola,
goods.
amor. Urgente, ¿qué
I am
pasó?
done with sorrow, Eivor. Now I am bloody angry.
¿Cómo sacas el resto de una división en programación? Pues en C++ es con el signo de porcentaje. O sea, en vez de usar el slash de división, uso el signo de porcentaje y eso saca la división y saca de una vez el entero. El residuo, perdón. Sí, amor, es que es un de porcentaje. Me falta alguien con quien hablar. ¿Estás haciendo una tarea?
Deolav, you have come again at my call.
I have, but this does not sit well with me, Eivor.
Buenas tardes.
This is a Christian feast, and the people here are not soldiers.
I come only for Alfred.
Innocents will die for your ambitions.
Ivar.
I am your ally now, but after this, I must turn back to Mercia.
Okay.
I have much to repent.
So long as I do not lose your friendship,
Concéntrate en tu clase.
There you are, Raven. Lufina, sure. It warms my heart to see you well.
Well as ever. Better since we skinned those Order rats.
I hunted down more in Winchester on Alfred's behalf. Now we come to take his kingdom.
How quickly a coin can flip when tossed from hand to hand. Only a fool is a betting man.
Aye, your Alfred thought to use me, but he will find differently at Chippenham.
We owe Ivar a lot, my love.
I know. This last affray, I hope the debt will be cleared. I long to return home to our own warm hearth.
Oh. No quieren estar aquí, pero quieren sembrar la duda conmigo.
Eivor, you made it unscathed.
Let us speak of our plan to take Chippenham.
Claro, es que tenemos aliados en toda Inglaterra.
Let us plan our approach. But whatever happens, Alfred is mine.
They are not expecting us. We should not meet much resistance on the way.
Then quietly through the fields. It will already be too late once they see us.
Your young Saxons can be our eyes to the west. Better to keep their soft hands away from the conflict.
My scouts reported that a few nobles have arrived for the festivities already.
Good. If we capture the Thanes, there will be no danger when I confront Alfred.
And we could persuade them to support a new king of Wessex. I will subdue the lords.
Take Deolav and Tefta with you. They could prove useful in convincing the Thanes. Rhoda, take Erke and Stowe and capture the garrison. Make quick work of any Saxons that dare cross into the village.
Gladly, Eivor.
We each know our parts. May they blunt their swords against our might.
De noche, va, a ver.
Tonight, Wessex's
Okay.
last resistance will crumble.
Momento
I follow you, Eivor.
de discurso de Eivor, me va a callar.
Be ravening wolves and croaking ravens. Stand firm. Your axe arms strong. And together, we will win this final battle. And remember, Alfred is mine.
Vamos a ver si nos sale bien o no sale mal, porque se supone que Valka, en el momento de que íbamos a partir de acá, nos dijo que no viniéramos, porque sería la ruina de los vikingos en Inglaterra.
Advance. Be on the lookout for any stray guards. Alfred! Face me, and I will spare the last of Wessex from my torch.
Did you think my king would turn his back on you, Eivor? When your knife is smeared with the blood of Wareham?
Stand aside, Goodwin. I come for Alfred.
Alfred is long gone. And this good Christian feast, a cup of honey wine, to trap some wasps.
Where is he?
Calling his allies to his side. All those who wish to see Wessex under one god. You cannot win England with your sorry crew of deluded farmers and godless fools.
At least I would not leave them to die as I scurried through the corn husks like a rat.
You have no understanding of duty, the loyalty I freely give. His plan for England, for the world, is worth the cost of my life.
Then sing your tuneless hymns.
Come, Raven Feeder. Do
voy a
your
matar.
worst.
Iba a ser sencillo, no, ya no va a ser sencilla, pero... ¿Puedo llamar al lobo? No puedo llamar al lobo.
For all your boasts, warrior, I scratch at you like a cat.
Te doy ese
yap
punto.
like a dog.
Eres rápido. Pero como que no tanto, ¿eh? Ah, era tuya. Otro, toma. Toma. Una más. Perfecto. A la pierna. A la pierna.
I have no fear of death, for this battle is only the beginning.
Only darkness will come to claim you.
No, tampoco sí. Necesito dar la vuelta. Necesito darle la vuelta. Pues andar a la vuelta, tengo que ponerme su espalda.
For Alfred!
No le puedo dar en la espalda. Ok. Voy a necesitar pelear.
Saints alive!
No veo nada. veo nada. Ya veo un poquito más. Como no se deja, no se deja, no se deja. Por aquí había... Ya. Ni modo. Ok. Flojo.
Such empty fury. It does not matter if I die as long as Alfred is safe.
Your life means so little.
Estoy reaccionando bien tarde. Ven, camina. No, joder. Ya empezó con el jueguito de las cojones. No te quemes. Carajo. Bien hecho. No. A ver. Ah. ¿Cómo hacer para que le dé en ese punto de atrás? Y ya me estoy quedando sin... Ya, ok. Ahora solo falta... Ahora este man me cegó. Toma, 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 toma.
Saints alive!
Ya casi, ya casi. Ok. Ese peje la gato me mató 2 veces.
You are beaten, Goodwin.
Beaten? No, not so. By my death, my lord may live.
Alfred used you, fool. He threw you in my path. For what? He only delays what is inevitable.
Kill me then. It makes no odds. For here you stand, bloody and breathless, no closer to my king, no closer to his throne. This island will never be your home, Eivor. You will not subdue her with vicious force or win her with cocksure words. We Saxons will always stand firm, shoulder by shoulder against thieves and tyrants whose envious eyes fall upon England.
Voy a matarte a un poco. No, matémoslo. Y además, Alfred es un tirano y un arrogante.
If I must strike down all of England to subdue her, let it begin with you.
O Lord, into your hands I commit my spirit.
Bye bye. Good night. Descansa. Sueña con los angelitos. Y están peleando afuera. Ya estoy escuchando.
The men of Wessex! They came from every house and hovel!
Mano, te mueras. Caminando por ahí.
Someone fall back! For life!
Ay, no, calma.
For glory! Someone!
Le quita la casa. Le van a quitar la... Ah, no.
Christ is surely with us.
Bueno, ahora me toca a mí deshacerme de todo. No tenemos ¿dónde están las casas comunes? Ok, tengo que encontrar a todos. Casa comunal, aquí.
Guthrum, I need you fighting with the rest!
These men will not surrender. And one little cockflogger barricaded himself behind that door there.
I will
Natural pain. Ah, está dentro. Ya.
The other side must be barred.
Entro por... Ya, ¿y por dónde? ¿Por rizo yo puedo entrar? Por aquí. No. Ah, por arriba.
Chippenham will not fall to you, scum!
Entre algo que estoy cargado de él, lo voy a atar. Gracias.
Good work, Guthrum. Some of the rest have fared as well. I need to see.
Listo, este ya está. Segundo, vamos con... brother.
Did you see Alfred?
No, permiso.
The Saxon boys were ambushed. One day's wounded.
Hold these men back! I will find them!
Con la chica. Lleva un... Ok. ¿A dónde?
Hunwald, come, get up! This is no time for weep wailing.
I cannot. And there is a blackness.
I need to see if Broder is...
No te preocupes. No te me mueras.
Hunwald, listen to me. You survived the Battle of Bottleston. Do not let this scratch best you now.
I'm so cold. Has winter come so soon?
You will warm yourself with mead and dancing yet, my friend.
Perhaps not, Eivor. It may be I will sit beside my father soon. Will he be proud of me?
Ooh.
He will pull you to his breast, sob bright words of welcome, and tell you no man ever had a worthier son.
I am glad to have known you, Eivor. My truest.
Fuck. Fuck.
What?
No me gracias.
I need to see if Broder has taken the garrison.
Ahora tenemos que ir por la guarnición.
Do not waste your efforts here. Go help the others.
Corre, Ivan, corre, corre. Usa sus patitas para algo. por acá, cuidado.
You're gonna die. We keep our wits about us.
Brother, what can I do? I will find a way to...
Ya, ya.
I really think
Me más armas del piso. Mano, me tienes ya cabrea de andarme siguiendo a cada rato. ¿Quién más tengo que matar? Tú estás peleando con el aire.
I need to see if Broder has taken the garrison.
Bueno, ¿y qué estamos haciendo entonces? ¿Te acabo de matar? Joder.
work with me.
That is most of them. Make sure the garrison stays under our control. I need to help the others.
Can't hold out much longer.
They are weakened. Let us finish this.
A ver. Lanza alarma. Gracias. Lanza alarma. Perfecto.
These things defy our God and King.
Listo. Este repelente me tiene con...
With me, brother.
Pero ¿por qué toda la gente?
You will not rout us interlopers. Not on Christ Mass.
A ver, los terratenientes.
God protects us on his day of feasts.
Le quita la cabeza. Otro muerto. No sé ni a quién le dispara.
These things defy our God and King.
Hay más armas que el piso. Sí.
That's it! They are fleeing! The last of the Saxons are fleeing! The battle is won!
They are routed! The city is
Terminé
ours!
un final del
Six will
juego.
follow!
Guthrum Jarl, we're not without losses. Some of them grave.
Their king is fled, his patsy struck down, defeat rings loud in their ears, and I will be their lord before the spring is here.
Guthrum, hear me. Soma is... She's gone.
Soma? Dead?
Como
She has gone to the endless feast.
dos.
And is the
Este y
better
otro.
for it.
O sea, el que ya hice y este. Creo.
Many fought for us and died. They deserve peace.
Are you ready to honor them?
Yes, there's nothing more to say.
Creo. Y después hay un epílogo secreto, pero eso ya es como un cutscene. Ahí, chiquitito.
Time to send our friends to their great reward. Will you do the honors?
Nothing awaits them. They lived, they died. Now their bodies will burn to cinders. Their saga ends here.
Well, do not share that with them.
Victory is ours. But it came at a great cost. Soma Jarlskona, who stood at Guthrum's right hand. She will live on in our memories, from now till the end of days. And to your warrior, husband, and friend, he made the ultimate sacrifice. I here repay it. And to Hunwald, whose kind heart has now led him to his father's side. May his God welcome him with open arms.
Sí, eso tiene como un aire alerta,
Let us
pero...
send them on their way. All our beloved dead. Our fallen warriors. And speed them to their end.
Pero a veces, no todo el tiempo. A veces le da como un airecito. Bueno, y además es que la tengo con el cabello largo. Sinceramente estoy esperando la nueva serie de Vikings. A ver qué tal está. Bueno, ¿y ahora qué? Porque ya maté a todos los demás ocultos. Perdón, antiguos. Para matar al último tenía que seguir con la historia.
Guthrum.
When the Reeve died, did he take comfort in knowing he would soon see his god?
He was strangely peaceful in the end, as if death meant nothing.
We stumble through our years, ravenous, grasping, spilling blood, stealing gold, and it is never enough. This life is never enough. Would it not suit you to know there is something beyond all this? Not war and valor, but quiet and peace?
I think the afterlife men hope for is only a reflection of their regret in this life. All I wish for now is to live among the friends I have made. That is what counts.
Alfred made me swear fealty upon the cross of their god's son. He held such faith in it. A plain, unadorned thing. It burned between my fingers, as if I had pulled it from the fire. A feeling strange and powerful, but gone in an instant. I have not felt its like before.
What will you do now?
Whatever I must do. England is my final home, Eivor. And I will do what it takes to remain.
I should return to Swanborough and tell her of Hunwald's fate. Better the news comes from me than a stranger.
¿Para dónde hay que ir ahora? Información sobre Hamptonshire. La fuerza de Alfredo pusieron pies en polvorosa y Guthrum sellaba la victoria en Hamptonshire. Ve con Renby. Ok. Pues vamos allá. Pues yo ya terminé la parte que tenía que terminar y nada más me están diciendo que me reúna para explicarles más o menos cómo funciona todo el código que acabo de hacer.
Swanborough.
Esa es la...
No. Gods, no. Don't say it, please, Eivor. Don't say it.
La esposa de Hunwald, ese que se acaba de morir.
I am sorry.
Oh! My home. No. My poor swan. Oh, gods.
Sí.
You fought bravely and turned the tide to secure a victory. Your dear Hunwald died a hero and will be so remembered.
Oh, gods. I know he would have fainted to hear such praise from your lips. Thank you, Eivor.
¿Tú qué tal con las tareas, amor?
Thank you.
He walks among warriors now.
Yes. The lucky man. I imagine he does.
I know words are a poor salve for a wounded heart. I'll leave you to mourn, and know that we're here for you, always, should you need us.
¿Cómo por qué llorando? ¿Qué pasó? Informar Renby. Voy a informar Renby y esto es lo que tengo que hacer. Por favor que no sea tan largo, porque de verdad... de aquí saco el video, el último, para YouTube. Yo no lo voy a dividir en dos partes.
Admitted, Alvis. I am the superior wordsmith.
I have something for you. A message. What's strange?
Good boy.
¿Qué? ¿Cómo mensaje qué? Hythan recibió una carta extraña. ¡Oh! Ese va a ser el...
Good day, Eivor. Hamptonshire has fallen and weathered the kingdom of Wessex. But the cost was great. Maybe too great for all we gained.
Okay.
Rest then. You have earned
Ahorita vemos que tiene el malo en el código. No debe ser mucho. A veces son cosas pequeñas, estúpidas, lo que hacen que no sirva el código. Hamptonshire. Inglaterra en paz. Lograste la paz. Lograste que la paz reine en Inglaterra. Pero aún no es nuestra mayoría de este mundo. Explora a fondo para que tu saga continúe. Mejora tu asentamiento. No leí lo demás. Ya tenemos toda Inglaterra conquistada. Y nos vamos a encargar del padre.
Something for me.
Nada.
What is it?
A letter requesting your presence in the southwest, a village called Athelney.
Nothing strange about a summons for me, is there?
It is not the recipient I find strange. It is the sender. The letter is signed a poor fellow soldier of Christ.
A mysterious partner.
For a short time, I hoped it might be Basim feeding us the names of these targets. He seemed the most likely man, for a time.
Only one way to discover the truth. Thank you, Hytham. I'll take care of this.
Libro de identidad del cuerpo de Mercia. No lo leí.
Have you brought me anything?
Ya lo iba a leer, pero no lo puedo leer. No le importa. Puta, está lejos. Que sea lo más cercano. Esto sería lo más cercano. Sí, y puedo ir en... Llego ahí, llego al puerto, cojo el Drakkar y llego más rápido por el río. No, perdón. También tengo que jugar Horizon. Ajá. Por acá. Ya me iba a ir.
Let's go.
Y hay muchos asentamientos para... ¿Eso es un dibujo?
Go, my eyes.
Eso parece... A ver. ¿Y por qué está blanco? Voy a tomar una foto. Parece un dibujo del Minecraft. ¿Sabes? Cuando uno hace... Está todo pixelado. Pero X.
Run up the stairs!
All right there?
Yes. Hello. I do not mean to intrude, but I'm looking for someone.
And who would that be then?
I do not know exactly.
Well, that'd be why you ain't found him. But you're free to pass the time just here if you like.
Thank you.
Y se quedó dormida.
These are soul cakes, love. Do you know soul cakes?
I do. I enjoy them.
They're small things, size of a lumpy fist, so they'll bake fast.
Rollar
Keep your
feo.
eyes sharp.
And the butter, do I baste them?
No need, love. We'll leave the butter for meal time.
I look forward to it.
Right then. I'll leave you to this. If you need me, I'll be doing the washing up next door.
Como que nadie sabe qué es rollar feo.
Quite a step down from your former work, Lord.
As their guest, I volunteered to help with the daily chores. They offer me a bed. I tend the cakes.
Do they not feel strange giving orders to their king? Or do they know?
That knowledge would benefit no one.
I read your message. You went through a great deal of trouble to obscure yourself as this poor soldier of Christ. As I remember, you even sent yourself one of these letters in Winchester. A clever touch.
The Order wanted me dead. I had to be careful.
You said you knew nothing about the Order then. Pled ignorance. But you knew everything. Their names, their schemes.
No. Vi que eres el padre.
Would you join me for a walk? You look well, Eivor.
I am. The wars have ended, and my settlement thrives.
The wars have not ended. You have simply stopped fighting. But men are brewing plots in mead halls and bedrooms. You will see.
How are you, Alfred? Getting used to the idea of being unremarkable.
I am well. Better than I expected. In this exile, I have found a somewhat nourishing peace. Each morning, I am awakened by the sun and growling cormorants. I bathe in the chilly water of the marsh. I eat from shrubs and drink from buckets. It is a good life. Simple. Blessed. I've never been so far west. I find it quite peaceful here. Calming.
I've traveled a long way to hear one name, Alfred. Who is the Order's Grand Magister?
Perdón, gran maestro, no padre, eso.
Tell your shadowy friends that England is swept clean. Your work is done.
Yo lo sabía, era ese man.
Grand Magister was not a title I desired. It passed to me on the death of my brother. From my father before him. Defilers of God's majesty and grandeur. I was their master, and I loathed them. With Goodwin, I set a plan in motion to destroy the Order from within. But my troubles with the Danes delayed that plan.
But your trouble with this Dane is what led to their demise.
You are Norse, are you not?
You have a good ear.
I owe you my thanks, Eivor. For that, I give you this. The key to my study. That you may better understand the good you have done. With the Order all but destroyed, you have made room for a greater idea. One to take its place.
A ver, destruir Inglaterra, porque en el resto del mundo que pasó hay muchos más.
Inspired by God for the betterment of man.
With a poor fellow soldier at its head.
You have saved England, whether or not that was your intent. Now let England save you.
England is no more, Lord. You're the last of her kings, and yet you have no kingdom.
Look around you. God's works are wondrous. They cannot be ignored, nor resisted. In time, all those who accept God will flourish. And all those who defy him will fall away. Should you remain in England, you too will one day be her subject.
Oh, bloody crumbs. The cakes are burnt. Where is that man? Young man, where have you gone?
That may have earned me a night of washing linens. I do not know if we shall meet again, Eivor. God willing, we will. As one lord to another, perhaps. I'm coming, my lady. I'm here.
Alfred gave me a key to unlock his study. Somewhere in Winchester.
Oh dear, look at them little balls of soot.
Good lady, forgive me. I was lost in thought.
No matter, just let him cool and we'll begin again.
Buah. Bueno. ¿Y ahora qué hago? Un nuevo hogar. Gunnar y Bill desean casarse. El único es ya. De Gloria. Ahora cabe en el panadero. Ethan cree que los secretos guardan en su variedad un conocimiento olvidado y encuentra competencias, contratos. Pues ya. No, a ver, no entendí. O sea, ya, eso es, ya. Oye, me estás jodiendo. Nah. Tanta vaina pasa porquería. A menos de que me ponga a buscar el bendito coso de Alfred, pero no me lo voy a poner a buscar en este momento. Ah, ok. Tengo que entregar los medallones. By the way, el soundtrack está súper cool. Primero vamos a entregar los medallones, que ya es lo último de las últimas cosas que tenemos que hacer.
Eivor, did Basim contact you in Norway? He said he would be joining you. Yet here you are, and I have no word from him.
Ah, mano, tú no sabes
This
que
will
yo
be
lo
hard to
maté.
hear, but Basim attacked us in Norway. Vengeance for some transgression of ours. Imagine the real.
You mean you slew him yourself?
Sigurd and I, together. I know this comes as a...
I do not understand. Why would he do such a thing? He loved Sigurd, he loved you.
I do not understand it myself. Perhaps one day we can speak about this with more clarity. But for now, I am deeply sorry. Here you are, Hytham. The last of the Order sigils. You'll find King Alfred's among them.
King Alfred? Did our poor fellow soldier lead you to his hiding place?
He did, for they were one and the same. Our poor fellow soldier of Christ was the Grand Magister of the Order of the Ancients.
He turned on his own order. Fascinating.
Not turned so much as trampled. His devotion to Christ and what he calls a universal order set him against them from the start. With all sincerity, he loathed the title, the duty he had inherited, and wished them destroyed.
Wonderful. With his abdication, the last stronghold of the Order has been dismantled. All that remain are scraps here and there. And you, Eivor.
Sí, okay.
Now that you have seen our enemy and you understand our cause, I wonder if you would join us. Become a hidden one.
Was this your ultimate goal, Hytham? A trial by fire? It is a kind offer, but I do not believe we fight for quite the same cause. Your creed demands that you keep your triumphs hidden. I prefer my glory to be in plain view for all to see.
If I taught you our creed, if you spent time with it, it could open your mind to another view.
Another view is always welcome, but to live without celebrating one's glory and honor and achievements is not a life for me. But know this, I would give my life in a moment for those I love, and who love me in return. All here, including you, my friend.
I understand you well, Eivor. Very well indeed.
Ok. Entiendo el punto de Eivor. Tampoco esperaba que se fuera a... Carta para Hyde. Actualmente demuestra mucho valor en su imitación de Master Basim. Bueno, esto lo leeré después. Ok. Vamos a asignar. Se me fue un gallo. ¿Ya? Eso todo. No hay nada más. No hay ningún cutscene. No hay nada. Mano. Me estoy decepcionando. Poco. Gloria perdida. Eivor regresa con Halfdan, pero solo encuentra mover a algunos Nayan. Eso es otra cosa. Un nuevo hogar. Completa 10 contratos. Encuentra todas las páginas. Bro, esto no puede ser todo. O sea, esto no puede ser.
Ah, a new letter.
A ver, Carta de Hacha. No sé quién es Hacha. Querido amante de los lobos de Ravensthorpe, necesito seguir confesando mi gran pecado y la culpa que siento por haber traicionado a Hunwald y Swansborough. La regencia parece estable por el momento, pero mi corazón no encuentra descanso. Lamento mis actos. Por sutiles que fueran, permito a Herefrith derramar la sangre de vientos amarillos sobre el suelo de nuestro Señor. Te aprecio y te respeto mucho por lo que tuviste que soportar tan injustamente. Rezo por la luz que emites a los que están abajo de tu protección. Vivir así es imposible, solo espero que Él me escuche. Te saluda con fe, Hacha. Y un regalo de Billy. Gracias, Billy. Ah, el hacha se ve bonita, el hacha se ve coqueta. Pero eso no quita el hecho de que estoy un tanto bastante decepcionado. Bueno, es que no me creo que esto sea algo...
I want to see the Alliance map.
Yo, a ver. Nada, esto es para viajar. Que ahora no puedo viajar. Bueno, yo esto me voy a buscar la vida para encontrar cómo volver a Noruega y todo lo demás.
I should go.
No, sí. Esto es todo. No te lo puedo creer. No mames. O sea. Nah, me dejó un muy mal sabor de boca. Pero bueno, nada. No es que no le hubiera puesto atención, le puse atención, pero. Ya, es eso. No. Es como no. A ver. Sí, ya es eso. Ya pude usar el viaje rápido. Eso era lo que estaba buscando. Bueno, nada, vamos a acabar el directo aquí. Gracias a los que vinieron, los que estuvieron aquí todo el tiempo. Nada, sígueme en YouTube, en mis redes sociales, como Bruno62 oficial, bueno, Bruno62 OF, y en YouTube como Bruno62, también mayúscula. Y nada, pues los veré en la próxima. Ya no puedo hacer nada más. Que no. Ay, joder. No importa, los veré en la próxima.